made these myself. Today is Christmas Eve, so since it is going to be a jolly Christmas, because I'm pretty sure when I edit it and upload this, it's going to be probably Christmas afternoon sometime. So I thought I would do some Christmas tags that I didn't do yet. I'm going to be doing the All I Want for Christmas tag and also the Winter Wonderland book tag. And I've been wanting to do these tags for a long time, so let's get started. So I'm going to start with All I Want for Christmas tag. Question 1. What fictional character do you want Santa to leave under your tree? There's numerous of fictional characters that I want Santa to leave as a present under my tree. So let me just get my list.
Well, Herondale, Daniel.
But you know, since it's Christmas and I'm pretty sure they're only meaning one, I'm gonna say this is hard. So many fictional characters I want to meet. I don't want to say Will Herondale because I'm pretty sure everyone's going to say Will Herondale. I love all my fictional characters and I can't choose. I'll probably go with Jem because Jem seems so nice and sweet. Plus he plays the violin, so then I'll have my own violin teacher after I get a violin and he could teach me how to play so beautifully and just be awesome. I'm gonna say Jem. Sorry, Will Herondale, but everyone says your name so many times in videos. What fictional character do you want to meet under the mistletoe? Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it? Ezekiel Cross. Question 3, which is one that I'm really excited for. What top 5 books are on your wish list? I was editing, I actually changed my mind. The first book I actually really want is Ruby Red by Christy Garrett. Actually, the whole books in the Precious Gem series. Also, the Percy Jackson books in hardcover because I really need those. They have such a huge hype around them. I feel left out. Like, I'm in the corner, lost like Alice in Wonderland, having no idea what anyone is talking about. I've read the first book, but that is it. I like glance back at my bookshelf like it'll give me the answers. Like it has the answers written on it somewhere. The Coldest Girl in Cold Town, Still Heart by Brandon someone. I would also really like to have the Harry Potter books in like the cartoon. Like, you know, the covers that everyone have? Not these covers, but like the other awesome covers. I want those ones, and plus, I need the rest of the books. It's Secret Santa at Hogwarts. What do you want to receive? This sounds very terrible because I have not read the Harry Potter books.
Like, I'm in the corner, lost like Alice in Wonderland, having no idea what anyone is talking about. I read the first book, but that is it.
The Invisible Cloak. That's one of the things. Or an owl. An owl would be pretty cool. I don't think I want, like, night eyes staring at me as I'm sleeping, so. The Invisible Cloak. Want the Invisible Cloak. Going with the Invisible Cloak. Question 5. What movie characters from a book to movie adaptation do you want to hang out with for a day? Now, I really don't have a favorite book to movie adaptation. City of Bones? No. The Hunger Games? That's alright. But those are pretty much the only book to movie adaptations I have seen so far. So I'm just gonna go with the Hunger Games. Just because. What was that? Question 6. What fictional animal do you want to replace Rudolph? A griffin. I want a griffin. Okay, and question 7. 10 fictional characters to invite to your end of the year party. Okay, characters. Allison Samikimoto, Celine Sardenin. It's like answers. Answers here. I look back because I expect the answers to be written on here. Evie, Damien, because he makes things interesting. He'll make them interesting. Will Herondale, he also seems like a fun character you want to be around with. And Vita from The Darkest Minds. I'll let them experience a normal Christmas since they probably forgot theirs from their childhood. Warner. There's so many other characters. Day in June. I ran out of characters to invite. I didn't want to I didn't want to insult anyone by not inviting them, so I invited characters I probably don't think I want at the party. Nate, what character would make a good Santa? I'm gonna say William from the Diviners. Not just because I'm pretty sure he'll probably look a lot like Santa, but it's pretty much just because I think he's the only one that I can think of being a Santa. Question 1 in the Winter Wonderland book tag. What book was so sweet and happy that it warmed your heart? Do you not see all the dystopian books I have on my bookshelf, which none or ever sweet, happy? They're all complicated, distressing, and not happy. This question is impossible to answer because of so many dystopian books and the lack of contemporary, which I am not sorry about. So even though the book I chose was nor happy or warm, in a way, this is the only book I could think of. So I chose Obsidian by Jennifer L. Almondtrout. I'm using this one because whenever I read any of Damien's lines, a smile just crept across my face like a creepy smile. Like, you know those. Damien! Yeah, one of those smiles. Something about Damien's lines is just like very hilarious and funny, and it's just awesome. So I'm gonna go with this. This is my answer. It is. Question 2. What's your favorite book with a white cover? Why is this tag so hard? All dystopians have dark, shady colors. Is one of the only books with a white cover on my shelf that I have read. That is Champion by Marie Lu. White cover. I pass. I don't fail this round. Yet. I'm pretty for certain I'm gonna fail somewhere in this tag. 3. You're sitting in a nice big comfy chair wearing a onesie. Take it all in. I have a onesie. Take it in. With a lovely cup of hot cocoa, which I am not a big fan of, but I will commit. What monster read are you reading? Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. And this one I have not read yet. Plus, it is a monster book. It is a monster book, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it, and I am scared. Last book in the trilogy that I love so much, and what am I going to expect? What is going to happen? Are you going to murder me? 4. It starts snowing, and you want to go outside and have a snowball fight. What fictional character are you going to have a snowball fight with?
Ooh, 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 there's so many, I want to make a war out of this.
Since Mikimoto, Liam from the Darkest Minds, Vita too, because I'm pretty sure her blue powers will be like psst, psst. Also, Chubbs too, because he has blue powers. And I would also like to see 4 from Divergent have snowball fight, because that'd be pretty awesome.
So awesome.
Henry from the Devouring series, because he really likes snow, but I'm pretty sure we'll have to take it easy on him because he's a little kid. Roar from Under the Never Sky. I just want to hang out with Roar. And one more character, then it's officially a war with me and all my friends. We can beat them. Warner from Shatter Me. Pretty sure he's not going to like it when he loses to me in a snowball war. Let's do this. Sadly, your fire is starting to go out. What last chapters of a book are you going to sacrifice into the fire to keep you warm and cozy and all happy? I really don't like to say I didn't like the ending of a book because I know there's nothing I can do about it except rant and be unhappy with my life until I know I have to accept the fact that it ended and there's nothing I can do. Still, I will say the last chapters of The Forest of Hands and Thieves. How was I just throwing the whole book? Because this book made me furious. When I finished it, I was furious. So furious, I bought the other books to figure out what happened. And you know what I found out? You know what I found out? It doesn't tell me what happens. I'm gonna burn this, and this, and this. Burn them all! What book was so close to your heart that you would gift it to someone as a Christmas gift to someone who wants to get into reading? Very sure that was the question. Not the exact words, but we'll go with it. Now, this is like a tough question because all of my friends don't really read. Like, I have one main friend that reads as much as me, and one other friend that reads every now and then. A lot of books I want to say that they should read, I know they're not going to read because I am a heavy reader. Most of the books I read are just like huge, complicated, and where you have to get used to the world and where everything. So I'm going to give them like an easy, simple read. But it's also a really big book. But this book is really close to my heart and I love it. And it's thanks to this book that I am here. Because without it, I probably wouldn't be here. I probably wouldn't even be reading as much. Probably wouldn't be reading at all. That book is Inkheart by Coralie the Funk. I would recommend anyone to read this book because I love it so much. It was my very first chapter book. The majority of the reason why I bought it was because of the cover, but the story itself is amazing and just read it. I will give this to anyone who is beginning to read. You have to read it. It's what got me here today, and this is my original copy and I'm never getting rid of it. That was the Winter Wonderland book tag, and also all I want for Christmas book tag. What books are you hoping to get tomorrow, today? No, I'm going to say today or yesterday. I don't know timelines, like, for all I know, you guys could be next week into the future. And I will talk to you guys later when I next post a video, which I don't know when will be, but I hope you guys get the books you asked for Christmas. This is a season to be jolly, fa la 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 la.